What a do, flight crew? FTC. Flight team stand up. Hey man, nah, I'm joking. I'm joking. All of that was just like all bull crap and this and that. And yeah. Um, I just want you guys just to let you know that hope you're all having a good Thursday on school and that. And yeah, I hope you guys watching 12 like enjoying your um your HC studies coming up because I don't have to do it because obviously I met my standards for the program and yeah, I'm just at home just chilling and just trying to get like my job and this and that sorted. But yeah, I hope you guys like enjoying today and hopefully this will be like premiered like tonight 7:30 possibly. And like if you're not like here in the premiere, then yeah, it's fine. But hey, man, like we got the Melbourne Storm and the Canberra Raiders in the preliminary final on Friday the 16th. Obviously tomorrow, kickoff 7:50. Play at Suncorp Stadium. So this is the first time that these two are going to face each other at Suncorp. Um, weather's unknown. And yeah, let's get into it. So Melbourne Storm have Ryan Pepperhausen, Cesare Villavo. They got Justin Olin. They got the Fox. Got Munster. Hughes. Rummage. The Scumbag Smith. Kaifusi. Rummage's second brother. The bearded one. The big man. The big Samoan giant. They got the block of cheese. They got Humes. And the rest are nobodies. The Canberra Raiders. They got Casual Clockstand, young talented Samantha Valone, the young Fijian, possibly the next Edric Leo somehow. They got Croker the Choker. They got Rapana, who used to be crap but now is similar, is kind of playing somehow good. Interesting. Kotrick, Casual Kotrick, Overrated Whiten, um, and also George Williams, obviously he's probably the best Englishman at the moment. Got big man Papali. They got Soloa, the guy who takes out every other's heads. They got Bateman. They got Elliot Whitehead, who's basically his head is possibly light sometimes, but heavy. Who knows? They got an interchange Shisoi Havali. They got Hodgson Young. And the rest are nobodies. So yeah, what I actually think about this game, if you are into like betting that, here it is. Melbourne Storm I bet to be $1.47. Canberra is a bet to beat the Melbourne Storm by $2.75. Interesting. Because like as I seen from last week that the Melbourne Storm no, 2 weeks ago against my team. Yeah, we kind of learned back to be honest, because like to be honest, if we had our discipline against Melbourne, and that we could have won it by other than getting momentum fucking robbed thanks to a referee. But then we move on to the next game, which we'll go in a sec. But anyway, yeah, I just got a feeling that Melbourne Storm got lucky against my team. I mean, they got lucky winning against us at Melbourne Storm, which you may have seen. They can see a lot of points. They can see 24 points against us, and they also lost against Storm with the Dragons. Sorry, of which that doesn't mean anything to be honest. They also conceded 26 points, I believe, against the Cowboys or something like that. Let's go check quickly. Hang on. They conceded. I conceded 22 points against the Tigers. They conceded 20 points against the Cowboys. What else did they concede? They nearly lost against the Rabbitohs. No, no, also lost to. Um, okay, they smashed Manly. Okay, you know what? That doesn't mean shit because like from the last three rounds of the regular season, this is how much they conceded. All right, they conceded that much. They only won by 16 points. I mean, sure they dominated the Tigers by uh, hang on a sec, was it 10, 20? By 28 points, which is still smashing effort. But however lost in last season, that doesn't mean shit. But yeah, they only beat us by how many points again? By 12 points, so not that much. So I can't. So like you can't say like too good because like I know because like as we said, Paramount just let themselves down, man. You can't say Melbourne Storm's too good, man. Like you cannot say, oh, they're going to win the premiership this year. No, you can't say that, man. I mean, like other teams have been they if they were really disciplined enough against Storm, then I reckon they would have won it, and that's why that that advantage. If that advantage would have continued, then I think the Melbourne Storm would have got really exposed. And that's something the Raiders did. The Raiders were kind of holding on that momentum against the Roosters, I believe. And I think that's how the Roosters just were. Oh man, it was just this off. This is an off game for the Roosters. But like we have seen them in this type of form. I mean, they did this type of form against the Panthers. I mean, they were pretty good against Panthers, but still they let it down. They let it down against Rabbitohs, as we know. Um, they kind of let a few tries in early for the Sharks. Okay, that doesn't matter. And also nearly let the Raiders score as well. Yeah, Broncos doesn't matter. Tigers, that doesn't really matter. Round 14, yeah, they got smashed by Melbourne, SCG. But they also nearly lost against the Dragons. Kind of embarrassing there. Okay, we obviously lost to them as well. Actually, to be honest, I reckon that Roosters were going to go on point with the Titans, and that just shows some of the games that they've been off this season. I mean, you can't say, oh, because of the off season, oh yeah, they're going to come back this and that. Look, I understand, but still, like with being so consistent going to finals by losing 60 points to 8, how does that tell you that you're going to go a three-peater? I mean, to be fair, like we just managed to beat Tigers, and that's pretty much again one question saying, look, they can manage to get a comeback here. They can give them confidence. I mean, they did win and the Roosters lost, so but at the same time, they did manage to get out. But anyway, we're not going to talk about the Roosters because they're not even in the preliminary final. We'll talk about Raiders here. So the Raiders, they've been really good against Roosters. So as you can see here, but Parley scored in the 4th minute. George Williams, which he's a fantastic player for the Raiders, 17th minute, and Joseph Tapani was scoring 22nd minute, which meant that the Raiders were 6, 12. They were 16 points ahead. 16 points ahead. Like that, I mean, like at the SCG, I mean, everyone's saying, "I'm risking a revenge." I think it was half time. With Roosters leading the break, 6 points to 16, which it's a bit, which is good because I thought the Raiders when they score against the Sharks, George Williams in the break, they get intercept. Oh, yeah, they're gonna go come back here. Raiders are gonna choke here. Then what happens next is that team list play. What was it next? What was it next? Yeah, the Carl who scored? Josh Manu scored off by I think everyone said I was very very off. It was like double movement when I saw it because it said Oh, that's the double movement. He touched the ground and yeah, but no, it wasn't double movement. And yeah, um, it's just that the Roosters they came back. They made a few errors. That six again restarts for the Raiders here. Then John Morris made a line break off, and also I think he dropped the ball. I think I remember seeing that, and yeah, it was a pretty disappointing, sad that Morris didn't get to claim for the Roosters there. Which oh mate, this try, I remember like I think the Desco mate, he was so inconsistent in his time and times. I was saying Tedesco is the best, but I'm sorry, but how can you like let the ball roll in your hands and just let Whiteson score the overrated player? What why? How do you do that, man? Like that is pathetic. I think the Raiders they're also lucky that Tedesco got his hands made a mistake there, which mate the Roosters blew it for themselves, man. Like I don't even care. Like that is disappointing. They blew it for themselves, man. Like that is just disappointing. But he did score, as you can see here, 18 points, 22. Tedesco lost it. Whiteson made a line break, and yeah, just stuffed at the end. They were so close, man. If only they made those few chances. I mean, I know the Crucial didn't get much chances, but like in final series, like if you want to get a comeback, that's the only way. If one of the previous ones want to free peeler, man, like come on, you should know better Roosters. Like that is disappointing for them. They came so close. They wanted revenge. I knew I knew on that day they wanted revenge against the Raiders, but that is absolutely just disappointing for the Roosters. But they're fought hard. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to get started with the team there, but we'll go there in a sec. But yeah, the Rays go with one lucky thing, but then the Roosters they had a chance in that, but yeah, they blew it for themselves, man. But still, I think, but the Rays defense they were pretty good in that, and yeah, kept the Roosters off, and good performance by the Raiders. But it's to be honest, like both these teams got a few lucks, this that. But except for when the Rays facing a Sharks are just crap, man. They were not for it. There was no motivation. It was just too easy just to read. Right, I think the Sharks put pressure. I think the Raiders just put pressure on themselves when they would come out second half. Oh yeah, yeah. It's just that there's no patience from Sharks in that. But yeah, but anyway, enough talking about those teams. Rays team they'll staying in so good, but I just look at those back those moments from the games from Rays, all kind of lucky, but like, but I really want the Rays to get a grand final because I don't like the Melbourne Storm either. But I mean, I don't hate the Canberra Raiders. I think they deserve. I think that I want them to get in the grand final, but do they deserve it off from the two previous performances? I don't know because a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, the Melbourne Storm deserve it more. They got back," but still, man, like. I mean, they did go away from Parma. I mean, Parma were going to score, but so if Brown they said it was off from obstruction, which I think they've ruined Parma's momentum. If that was a try, that momentum will continue. Put him going point, which yeah, there's a lot of disadvantages from the Melbourne Cam Raiders here, which both of them have been having. I mean, Melbourne have been having a pretty good season, but also questionable with conceding a lot of tries. But with the Canberra Raiders, though, I want to see how many. We're still recording. Yeah, 14 minutes in. Yeah, the Canberra Raiders, man. Like, I'm absolutely just disappointing. No, not disappointed. I'm just like happy for them that they're in the preliminary finals because I don't want to like be a hater here because obviously like my team's out. I don't need to like talk shit anymore because like my team's out and shit. But yeah, I really want the Rays to get in the final because like last year I was voting for them. I was rooting for them to win against Roosters. And like obviously the lost, everyone's saying they got robbed. They didn't get robbed, guys. Come on, man. You should all know that it came off a Raiders player. Who came off? It was coming from. I've got the other Englishman's name, the bold one. I don't know what's his name again. It was captain. Um, but yeah, like I can't, I can't like to be honest. Facing up against a Melbourne Storm side by looking at the list here, the forwards are pretty decent. It's some of the races you need to watch out. And if the rate, I mean, I see an interview with Rick Stewart just not long ago. Um, sorry, my fucking nose is just running. Um, and also with Rick Stewart having some good dignity and confidence for his team, other than having a drama with the hotel going after Queensland. Um, the Melbourne Storm for me having that good coach and this and that. No matter how much no matter how much they concede, they can still manage to come back, and that's something that we've seen them in the past few final series, which that's something the Rays are gonna come up against. And I mean, they did against the Roosters, but are they going to do it at Suncorp Stadium? Because Melbourne Storm, they have so much loyalty at Suncorp Stadium. Everyone's saying that Melbourne Storm, oh yeah, because they've got a lot of players who play for Queensland, such as Cameron Smith, who else there, Cameron Munster, I believe. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, I just think that the Melbourne Storm. Look at this list. Even though one of the Canberras again in the grand final, I'm going to say my honest opinion right now. I'm going to say the Melbourne Storm are going to win this by 28 points to 22. And I think I'm man of the match. I'm going to hate it. Oh, fucking hell, bro. I think I'm going to pick Karen Munster as man of the match. Or probably Karen Smith or Adam Carr, to be honest. Or could be Jerome Hughes, but I don't think Jerome Hughes is going to expose it too much. I may be wrong, but hey, um, I just believe that I just believe that I want the race to win this, man. But still, man, like look at paper. In my honest opinion, man, like look at a list. No matter how much I want to win, I'm just look at paper or a list here. It's just that the Storm here are gonna get an earlier edge against isn't fully fit. Yeah, what? Munster is fit. What are you talking about? Anyway, yeah. I think the Storm gonna win this by 21 points, 22. Even though I want the Cowboys to win. Move on to the next match. All right, I'm going to make this quick as well, guys, because I don't want to keep the video too long as well. We've been recording this video for 18 minutes now, so yeah, I'll just do it quickly. So we got the Penrith Panthers up against South Sea Rabbitohs. So the Penrith Panthers have got the young Edwards guy who came all the way from Jamison Town. We got the loser himself, Mansell, the jungle. I don't know, the sexy show off looking guy. We got Naden. We got Stephen Crichton. Look at Crichton, man. We got Brian Tuhu. Woohoo. We got Luai, the yes sir guy. We got Nathan Cleary, because Cleary, he's the best. We got Tamal. We got Carousel, the guys got recruited from Manly. We got Fisher Harris, who loves fishing other players. Campwell. We got Martin, the mighty Martin. We got the friendly giant Isaiah Yo. We got Tyrone May, not Tyrone Peachy, Tyrone May. We got Moses Latoai. You've got to change here. Zane Tetevino, and the rest of nobodies. So, South Sydney got Teenage Allen, Alex Alex Flinton Johnson, Campwell Graham, the Queensland Grub guy, Paulo. We got the X Factor show up looking Walker. We got the little young Reynolds. We got Tatioa. We got Damon Cook, who was in the books. Thomas Burgess, without his brothers. We got Cameron May, um, pretty young, decent kid. Got Mark Nichols, decent one. Got Liam Knights, but he ain't playing for the Newcastle Knights at your service. Jack Cartwright, and the rest are nobodies. And okay, so let's get into the match pretty quickly here before getting in the video. I don't want to keep it too long here. I definitely want the Panthers to get in the grand final here. Obviously, they're coming up against the aka Scumbags, the team who got lucky against my team at Bankwest Stadium. And I know there's gonna be a lot of South Sydney fans in disliking this video straight away when I talk about this because fucking Walker, bro, like he fucking before half time, they knew it was a forward pass, but then like, come on, man, like you threw, you threw, you tried to grub, you tried to take off the grubby ball off from him, like you tried to keep the ball to yourself and like stop being such a hog and just play friendly, man. Like I mean, how are you gonna call yourselves a how can you call yourselves premiers when you're gonna play dirty, man? Like that's obviously just it's obviously just disgusting. I don't that really pisses me off. It just really questions me why they even beating us because we obviously like deserve to win. They didn't deserve to win to be honest, but obviously Paramount Moses obviously they bottled it for us, so I can't I can't blame I can't like I just I can't like make excuses about that. And Alex Johnson didn't do that much against us, to be honest. I think he got a few dangerous runs there. Dane Gagai was okay. He was a bit of a threat. But like, if you compare the Rabbitohs' performance against this team right here, you cannot tell me that the Rabbitohs are going to come off by getting a lucky win off by Bankwest. They could see so many points, bro. The Eels were absolutely exposing them, and that's something the Panthers learned from the Eels as well. Lost they put pressure on us, and they might just do that. But the thing is that the Panthers, whether they go on attack, is that how defensive are the Rabbitohs are going to be? I mean, obviously we all know that Rabbitohs attack is pretty good, but how is the defense going to be? Because when the Eels' defense was so good against the Panthers, they couldn't even put the ball down on the try line. Like it just took them before half time. I mean that's how good the Eels' defense was, but obviously our defense got exposed thanks to Moses hitting the post, and then obviously one of the Rams players just managed to grab it and just got the momentum back. It's like swiping bodies with each other. So yeah, shout out to Rabbitohs, you got lucky against us, and I just think that you got no chance against the Panthers. Look, I don't want to hate you because I know the Rabbitohs. I got a feeling think about it. Oh yeah, Panthers is good, but there are some talk saying Reynolds gonna get motivation, which I don't want to have him. I don't want to give any Rabbitohs players or fans motivation. So please don't put as a montage, and don't put like some epic music saying like, "Oh, they can prove us on here. That's responsibility. He can prove me wrong." Yeah. No, I'm not gonna give him motivation. All right. I'm not gonna talk shit about your team. Okay. I'm just gonna let the game speak itself, and yeah, we'll see who's a better team. But like, yeah, I just think the Panthers for me, their backs. Rovers backs they go be careful here. The Panthers because some of the backs can be struggling sometimes. I mean, Edwards is a big target that the Panthers can target as well. Um, Crichton, there are a few players that the Rabbitohs could be able to can target here, but man oh man, the Panthers backs they got a lot of decent players. Like and the forwards are absolutely just you like Lima up against Bailey. Sorry, like an absolute nobody. Jaden Surah, a kind of nobody. He was good, but up against Kurt Capewell, no change. Jason Fisher Harris, mate, he's such a tough player. Up against Thomas Burgess, who, bro, he has not been having a good game like in the last few minutes. Like, come on, man, the last few games, like you cannot say he's better than Fisher Harris. Abso Coruscant up against Damon Cook. That's gonna be a pretty good matchup. Far out. James Tamel up against Sevilla Toa. Oh, no, okay. Nathan Cleary up against Adam Reynolds. Oh, it's a very good matchup because both of these players they've been having some ups and downs a few last years, and this is going to be a pretty good battle against these two halfbacks. 5-8 Cody Walker up against Jerome Luai. Fucking hell, man. That'll be entertaining to watch. I hope fucking Luai humbles Cody Walker. I mean, Cody Walker is pretty much a scumbag. He didn't deserve to go through with his team. Steph Curry up against Dane Gagai. Like this, there are so much good matchup. Like Brain Data going to Campbell Graham. Alex Johnson up against Josh Mansell. I mean, it's going to be pretty interesting because I mean, Mansell hasn't been the greatest winger. Like if compared to Alex Johnson, I mean, Alex Johnson really underrated winger in my opinion. Even though I'm calling Rabbit scumbags here, but like I'm just saying it for facts. Unfortunately, that Alex Johnson is a better winger than Josh Mansell. I hope because I as you can say, see, Josh Mansell used to play for the South Sydney Holland Cup team, which is a bit interesting. But yeah, anyway, yeah, for me, like Corey Allen, I'm against Dylan Edwards. Corey Allen's been a bit, yeah, you know what, but like Dylan Edwards, like this is gonna be a big challenge for him, and this is probably, and he really needs to step up for his team to cover up from any kicks and that. Obviously, the thing that sucks is that William Kickout was out for the Panthers, man, but I don't see that as a big loss for the Panthers. I mean, I can see the Panthers can still have like an advantage. So man, if that one player out, they still can have an advantage. Like look at the interchange compared to this. All right, look at the interchange, bro. The Panthers team is just really good. Look, I mean, a lot of people say they got lucky. Roosters, no, they did not. The Panthers they came out on top, and like Nathan Cleary just came in and that, and I think the Panthers' defense was just really good against the Roosters, and they put pressure on them, and yeah, they managed to turn things around the second half, and also Cleary got the field goal, which was a good moment for him, and also for the people watching at Penrith. And I just think that the Panthers, for me, it's gonna be a close game. Don't get me wrong, but there's no way that Rabbitohs deserve to get in the grand final. I don't want to have motivation for the Rabbitohs or anything, so please don't put this as a motivation video. But yeah, I'm going to predict the Panthers to win this by. Let's say I'm gonna say it's by the Panthers putting the ice in the cake, 34 points to 16. I'm sorry, Rabbitohs fans, but your team does not deserve to go to the grand final. I'm saying right now, I'm not saying it's a motivation or anything, but that's all I'm gonna say. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna end it right there. I just want the Panthers and Canberra Rays in the grand final, man. But yeah, I'm just gonna end right here because like the video's going a bit too long. Fuck yeah, it's going for about 10 minutes. So it's gonna be about like well now it's about to go about 20 minutes now, so half an hour. So sorry about that, guys. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna end it here. I hope you guys enjoy my preview for the preliminary final, and I'll possibly live stream the match tomorrow. So give you heads out for that tomorrow. And if I don't, then I'll probably live stream the game on Saturday. But if not, then if I don't live stream tomorrow or either Saturday, then enjoy your weekend footy, and let's see who will get in the grand final in the NRL 2020 Premiership.